Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do an all sign read, how they feel about you. I'm going to start off with Leo. Happy birthday, Leo. How are all my Leos out there? Hopefully you're having a good start to your birthday month. Okay, let's jump into the read. So how does Leo's person feel about them? How does Leo's person feel about them? How does Leo's person feel about them? We're going to start off with they feel like you're a dream come true. They feel like you're the end all be all. But there might be a delay in that communication. I feel like they might be tied to the past, or they might have like children with someone else, or they might have been in a relationship when they met you. And they have to let that go before they can offer you anything. So there might be delays in the relationship. How will you know who this is? The person that had choices, or options rather. Could have been Aries or had Aries placements. They may have come off as a little bit detached. Probably because they had other things going on. Or either with work even. They may have just had a lot on their plate. I get Aries, Sagittarius energy. You may have felt like this person was selfish at times, and really focused on their money. So they may have, like, again, been really focused on their work, and they might neglect their relationships. But this is someone that you felt you could count on. There's, like, they're solid, they have a good income, but very, like, money focused, and neglectful maybe in other areas of life. What are their future actions? What are their future actions towards Leo? So they're still in the midst of deciding what they want to do or how they want to go about doing it. This person might also be like, they need to find balance in their life. Yeah. I think that they swing from one pendulum to another, either like all in their work or all in their relationship, and back and forth, and they can't really find balance in the two. Or at least, do you know what it is? This person puts way too much focus on their work. They're stubborn, they're rigid in their way, and they expect the people in the relationship to kind of accept that and just go along with it. And this person might make a lot of money, they're pretty well off, and they think that, you know, because they have, funds that everyone needs to just go along with their moods and their ups and downs. Be careful with this person. This person might not be fair. Might not be a super easy person to deal with. Yeah. Again, it's like they bring laziness to the table, intolerance. And even though they do want a relationship with you, they see you as like who they want to be with right now. Their lack of forward movement with this and their inability to see from another person's perspective might actually it's going to bring frustration. At least it's going to damage the relationship, or it already has. Again, what are their future actions? They're going to offer you love. They're going to offer you love. It might not be as great for you as it is for them. So that's up to you if you want to. But yeah, they're definitely going to offer you something. Again, you might have to put up with their past. So I would just recommend you be careful. But there is love there. Just guard your heart, Leo. And happy birthday again. Hopefully this person is for real. I hope. Let me know. Okay, now on to... Where are we? Now on to Virgo. Hi Virgo, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Enjoying the summer. So who is this person on Virgo's mind? How will we know who this person is on Virgo's mind? How will we know who the person is on Virgo's mind? How will we know who the person is on Virgo's mind? You feel betrayed. You feel like you might have put a lot of effort into this and it just was a bust, or a failure. Could be a Capricorn. This person was probably pretty selfish, like didn't care about the feelings of your feelings very much. Pretty selfish is how they come off. Could have been a Gemini as well. Gemini, Capricorn. You found it took a lot of patience. You had to hold your tongue a lot or grit your teeth when you dealt with them. This person is coming off as a life lesson for you. I don't think this is a forever person for you. I feel it might have been a spiritual connection. Again, could have been a Taurus, Sagittarius. But there was a lot of conflict in this relationship. There wasn't a balance of give and take. I feel like you did most of the giving and they did most of the taking. And it deteriorated pretty quickly. At least your feelings did, or the good feelings in the relationship did. What are their feelings for you? What are their feelings for you, Virgo? They're not serious. Oh, I'm sorry. They just saw it as a good time. They wanted companionship. They're more in a partying energy anyways. And they don't want to see it your way. They don't want to see how they hurt you. They don't care. This person might party a lot, drink a lot, go out a lot, and everything that goes with that. They might have other people on the go as well, is what I see. You might not have been the only one. Yeah. This is super, like, it's unhappy, it's unhealthy. This person's a cheater, most likely. And it's not genuine. They lie. They're liars. They're a liar. You need to choose a different path. Yeah, there's love around the corner for you. But again, there might be like life lessons that you need to learn from this relationship that you need to incorporate in your life. Some self-love needs to be, added. Or you need to work on your self-love. I think there might even, there's love coming in, but there's a lot of work that needs to be done. And singlehood might actually be good for a small period of time. I think working on yourself is going to help you find that person, of course, yeah. What are their future actions towards Virgo? There's no relationship. If there is, yeah, they're going to continue to take their freedom over the relationship. They might even turn cruel, really. This person sounds not good. Yeah. Disloyalty. This person is like a cheater, liar. I would stay away from them before I catch something. Or before you catch something. I'm not involved with them, I promise. Yeah. Sorry, Virgo. That wasn't a very good read. Okay. Alright, now on to Libra. Okay, Libra. Who is the person on Libra's mind? Who is the person on Libra's mind? Who is the person on Libra's mind? One more shuffle. Who is the person on Libra's mind? Who is the person on Libra's mind? This person might have been going through some financial troubles, or might have lost a job, something like that, going through a hard time. Or just, generally like feeling out of luck. I don't know if this person was living with you and you guys like broke up and they had to like move out or anything like that, but I see this person like really going through like a tough time. Either they were like that before you met them, or you guys broke up and now like they're financially really feeling it. Could be a Taurus, could be a Gemini. Pisces, Scorpio. This person blames you. I don't know what went on between you guys, but I think that they're letting whatever past hurt come between you guys. And they're blaming you. And right now they're trying to weigh out their options to see what best path is, like what would be the best path for them to take. Yeah. How are their feelings? How do they feel for Virgo? How do they feel about Virgo? Sorry. They love you. They really want a new beginning. And they're willing to put the effort in to make this work. So I'm not sure if this person hurt you or if you hurt them, but they want you back. They want things to be the way that they used to be. And again, they're willing to put in the work. What happened between Virgo and their person? There may have been issues with commitment, or you felt like they just weren't putting in the work. Maybe they didn't have a job, they weren't planning on looking at one, and you gave them the boot or something like that. I think that you felt that this person was just really lazy, didn't put in any work. You may have became their mother, they were their child, or like or father with daughter, I don't know, sorry. And yeah, it just got really routine, got really boring. You got sick of taking care of someone, and it kind of fell apart. I don't see anything really bad happening between you guys. I just see like a relationship getting stale and someone being lazy and careless, not putting in enough work. What are their future actions? What are the future actions towards Virgo? What are the future actions towards Virgo? What are the future actions towards Virgo? They're going to rush back in. Yeah. They see you as like their wish come true. They love you, you know. Again, you guys might have been going through a divorce, and they just don't want that. They want to keep the marriage. They want, you know, they want to keep working towards a commitment with you. So hopefully that resonated, Virgo. Now on to Libra. Okay, Libra. So how will Libra know who this is? Who is the person on Libra's mind? Who is the person on Libra's mind? You may have had a lot of sleepless nights about this person, or they may have had a lot of sleepless nights about you. A lot of anxiety. Who is the person on Libra's mind? Actually, yeah. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so this person may have been lazy. It's a lot like the Virgo read. Might have partied a lot, and that kind of fizzled out the passion between you guys. So at first, I don't know if you guys met like at a party or where there's drinking or anything like that. It might have been like it might have started as just a sexual connection and then turned into a relationship, but you found out pretty early or like quickly that that person, that they weren't someone that puts effort in. So it may have just been like friends with benefits. And you feel stuck, you still feel stuck to this person or tied to this person. And you're having a hard time moving forward, even though you know that it's just, there's no commitment here. And this person, again, is just like not really dating material. I get a lot of Capricorn energy. I get Pisces and Cancer. So a lot of water energy, Capricorn energy. What are their feelings for you? Yeah, you're ready to leave this behind anyways. Like, I feel like you're ready to, you might have healed the parts of you that felt needed to chase someone, or you're actively healing them. How does this person feel about you? They want to come out of conflict. You know, I feel deep down they didn't really mean to hurt you. But this relationship would take a lot of work for it to be successful. Yeah, so they feel that it's just like it'd be a lot of work. Uh, they might be going through financial problems, and that's one of the reasons why they don't want commitment, or they're not offering commitment. They might also have like a long ways to go in terms of like building themselves up for them to be in a place where they can offer commitment. I think the relationship actually has made them realize that. Though it may have just started through sex, they might have developed deeper feelings for you along the way. But they still feel like maybe it brought insecurities out, and they feel like I should get myself together. But I don't see them offering anything right now. Yeah, for sure. So you touch them in a way that they weren't really used to. And so it's pushing them in a direction where they want to change, they want to improve, but again, they don't have much to offer you right now. What are their future actions? What are their future actions for Virgo? Yeah, they feel a lot of insecurity. You bring out their insecurities. But they feel like there's something incomplete between you guys. But they also feel like there's a lot of conflict. Too much conflict for there to really be any stability. Yeah, I see just like there might be other people involved. Or there might have been a third party involved. But I really just see, yeah, conflict, competition. Or they may have believed that you had other people. I see this person actually sorry. Let me rephrase that. I'm just seeing it differently. You bring out a lot of their insecurities, which might have created a lot of conflict between you guys, whether they voiced it or not. Yeah, and again, it's just not. This is going to end in separation for now. Even the loss of the friendship. Yeah, again, I think this person's really insecure and they don't have anything to offer you right now. They need to work on themselves. And I think that coming in contact with this person has made you realize some of the ways that you need to work on yourself. Whatever that may be. But you're healing, so congratulations. Okay, on to Scorpio. Who is the person on Scorpio's mind? 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 Might have been a Leo, Pisces. Might have been, or they could have been really indecisive. Played a lot of games, dishonest. Um, you might have found that this person they were really blunt. Um, and again, I'm confused. Sorry. Just give me a clarification card for these cards, please. Yeah, so this person really blunt, unconcerned, like self-serving, unconcerned about the feelings of others, may have had a drinking problem, uh, and just wasn't offering the emotional depth that you were looking for. Could have also been in Gemini. What were their feelings for you? They feel really disappointed about this. They feel they feel heartbroken. They're really unhappy. And there might be more, like, this person might feel a lot more than what they would show. I feel like they might have tried to hide how they felt about you. Because I get, like indecisive behavior, like, not, this person may have not been super stable. Like, I think they wanted to offer you love, because I get this feeling of, like, almost obsession and, like, this, like, an irrational love. They saw, like, they saw a happy ending with you, and they felt like you were really stable, and you could have been someone that they could build with. So why? Why, if they feel all this love and now they're so hurt? They're still moving away. They need to take a period of time, again, to discover themselves. And just to see how they really feel. Because I think that they were having really turbulent emotions when it came to you. They may have been feeling a lot of jealousy, obsession, and then sometimes they would feel like totally disconnected from you, like apathy. Um, and it would just flip flop back and forth. Like, they'd be obsessed, and then they'd be like, oh, like, I don't like Scorpio. And they need to take a period away to really figure out their feelings for you, because they're all over the place. Yeah. Again, they want to make sure that they're making the right decision when it comes to the relationship. There's a lot of confusion. Like, there's a lot of confusion and anxiety when it comes to you. Why, though? Why? This person is confused on what to do. Maybe they're married, or maybe they're in a committed relationship, and yeah, they're tied to something else. And they feel they're tied, either they're tied to something else, or they feel like sometimes the relationship is toxic. And they're not sure, though they do have really intense emotions for you, they're not sure if they should commit or not. Yeah. They also feel like it may become a little bit routine. What are their future actions towards Scorpio? What are their future actions towards Scorpio? They're just going to wait it out. They're going to take a period. I don't see any like forward action. They still feel they feel betrayed. They feel really hurt by what happened, and they just need a timeout so that they can figure out what they should do. I think time will heal the bitter feelings. One more card for the end result. There'll be success. It's going to be delayed. It's going to be delayed. And again, I see, honestly, you might be more focused on your work by the time this person comes around and offers you something. I see work being really, really good. End of financial difficulties for sure. Yeah. Okay, Scorpio, hopefully that resonated. If it did, please like and share and press the thumbs up and subscribe and all that stuff. Okay. Now, on to Sagittarius. Okay. How's Sagittarius, or who is the person on Sagittarius's mind? 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 Oops. What is happening here? Who is the person on Sagittarius's mind? This person is really in pain about the ending. Could be a Gemini. This might have been a person that you fought a lot with. Someone who has a sharp tongue, someone who just speaks their mind, and it can come off as harsh. Yeah, it could be, again, an Aquarius, a Libra, a Gemini, Taurus, Virgo. But again, this is also someone that you saw a long-term possibility with. And you saw a happy ending, like you thought that you could build a family with them. And they felt that way about you too. Might have been very stable. What are their feelings for Sagittarius? There's definitely a lot of passion. But I feel like they're getting over the situation. They might, yeah, again, so they were hurt a lot. They felt abandoned, betrayed. They cried over this a lot. But they're getting over it. Yeah, they're letting go. Again, they might have thought that this was toxic, and they're moving forward. What are their future actions towards Sagittarius? What are their future actions towards Sagittarius? They want to move back towards you, but they're afraid of being hurt. They're going to be a lot more cautious this time. They're also a lot more focused on their money. They may be starting a new business, and so that's going to be taking a lot of their attention. Yeah, I see them being more concerned about their finances rather. But they are positive. They do have positive feeling, or they still have a positive hope, or hopes that this will work out. Yeah, they still have hope that this will work out. It's just they're focusing on something else while this still feels toxic, and they may come back around afterwards. Yeah. Yeah, they just want to wait till the smoke blows over. But I feel this person will come back around. Okay. All right, now on to Capricorn. Okay. Who is the person on Capricorn's mind? Who is the person on Capricorn's mind? Who is the person on Capricorn's mind? The unstable one? The one with an unstable family life? You guys might have been married or in a long-term relationship with this person. If not, this person may have had a lot of troubles within their family, or may have been married or going through a divorce. And for that reason, could have been a Leo, Pisces. You probably fought a lot with this person. I feel like you guys either lived together or were married. And there was lots of like fighting in the home. This person might have been really stubborn. Even someone you felt was just cruel with their words, would say things that hurt you. Immature. So what are their feelings for you? What are their feelings for you? They're drinking over you. They're going out a lot. They're trying to like drown their sorrows either with like food or drink or partying or whatever. But they really want to stop the fighting. They really want you guys to come out of conflict. And what are their future actions? They're going to offer you love. They may have walked away from you. And they plan on they may have had a plan. They may have had plans to leave and make their own way, but they're changing their mind on that. They see you as, like capable, caring, really like the whole package, and so they want to come back around and offer you love. What is the end result? It's not going to come, like, they're going to come back and it's not going to be like all, roses, like rainbows and butterflies. There's going to be like a lot of complications. It's going to take a lot of work. I feel like, I don't know, you'll take this person back and you might have to deal with a lot of the same bullshit that you did the first time. Not saying that they're not healing, but I feel like a lot of healing needs to be done before this becomes like a healthy situation. Maybe some time apart would be best. Honestly, I think what I get is this person does want to come back, but in your best interest, it might be good for you to spend some time just by yourself. Yeah. But they will be back. They will try. They want to end the conflict. Maybe they want things to be the way that they were before. If that's what you want, then fine. If not, then you know what to do. Okay, we are on. We did Capricorn. We are on Aquarius. Hi Aquarius, how are you? So how will Aquarius know who this person is? How will Aquarius know who this person is? Might have been a fire sign. Or it may have started off very sexual. How will Aquarius know who this is? I guess this person might be really spiritual. Or just different in some way. But also kind of boring. Could have been a Capricorn or a Taurus. Or a Sagittarius. Yeah, you just felt like it wasn't going anywhere. Like it was moving really slowly. This person may have had financial issues. And they may have been dealing with a third party. Or you guys are just broken up. There may have been a lot of heartbreak, but I get there's probably a third party involved. They may have had someone else. What are their feelings for Aquarius? What are their feelings for Aquarius? Huh. They're hopeful to start like a new cycle with you. They realize that they may have done wrong in the past, but I think they would like to come back and show you a different side of them. They may, things in the past may have been a little bit messy. Have they cleared up whatever was causing issues in the past? They cleared up what was causing issues in the past. Yeah, so they may have been going through like a divorce, or a divorce was lingering in their energy, or a past relationship. And I feel like they've cleared that up, or they're actively trying to clear it up. And so they'll be able to show you a different side of them that they may not have been able, not have been able to give themselves fully to you. And so that's what was causing a lot of the issues. What are their future actions towards Aquarius? Huh. Okay. Yeah, so they want to move to a more stable place with you. What's that Queen of Wands about? What's that Queen of Wands reversed about? They're, what the hell's wrong with this person? They want to leave that other relationship behind for you. I don't know if it's the other person in their past that is jealous of your guys' relationship, and that's what they're concerned about. Like, they're concerned that this other person might do something. And that's what's causing like the indecision in their energy. And I hope it's not like they're indecisive about choosing you over this person, because I see someone who has like hostile energy in the reading. Yeah, I think that's what it is. So they're afraid that moving from this towards you is going to cause a lot of conflict and grief with this other person. I feel like the person that they're dating might be a little bit off their rocker. And they're a little bit scared of this person. But how they feel about you is that they want to invest in you, which is great, you know. They see you as a person they want to invest with, they want to grow with, and you're worth their time. They just have to make that decision. Yeah, they have to let go of the toxic. They might be a little bit still chained to that toxic relationship, but they're letting it go. They're going to offer you something. Okay, Aquarius? Okay, so we are... And now on to Pisces. Okay. So who is the person on Pisces' mind? 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 The one where you felt it wasn't going anywheres. It was really stagnant. But you really liked them. Could have been a fellow Pisces, Sagittarius, or Taurus. Yeah, you felt a lot of love for this person. Like you really, really liked them. You thought this was the person for the rest of your life, you know? This person may have had like a lot of anxiety, or there may have been some kind of scandal around either your relationship coming out. Yeah, so I see like, I don't know if your relationship was hidden, if this person was married, or if this person was married and was keeping it a secret from you. Could have been an Aries, or they may have been older than you, so you may have been dating an older man. What are their feelings for you? How do they feel for Pisces? What do they feel about Pisces? Or how do they feel about Pisces? They may have lost the love. I think the stress of, the stress of everything coming out in the open created so much stress. They just like hid their head in the sand. And they just like tried to forget about the relationship. That would have been really painful. And they're just like at a crossroads on what to do. What are their future actions towards Pisces? What are their future actions towards Pisces? What are their future actions towards Pisces? They're going to send you a message. They might just try to extend friendship for the time being. But you know what, Pisces, don't fall for that. Don't let someone string you along. If someone is in another relationship, just move on until they're single. They might try to like gloss over stuff like they may try to gloss over things and not address the issues and kind of push everything back. because they feel like right now is not a good time for them. Like they're not in the right place to be able to offer a relationship. They may have made a mistake, maybe. They feel that they made a mistake. Yeah, and they feel like there's not a lot they can do when it comes to the relationship, or when it comes to changing their circumstances. They feel really stuck. What is the end result of this relationship? Yeah, again, it shows like you're gonna move away. You're gonna move away. Um, you're not gonna want to compete for someone's attention, for someone's breadcrumbs, and you're just gonna look for something better. You're gonna get sick of the bullshit. That's what I see. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that was Pisces. 106. Now on to Aries. Okay. All right. So how will Aries know who this person is? Who is the person on Aries' mind? 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 Ooh. They feel like out of control about this, about your guys' breakup. They feel super helpless. They did not want this to end. How will you know who this is, though? Okay, so that's their feelings. How will you know who this person is? Aries, how will you know who this person is? This person may have had a lot of anxiety, so you may have known them to be anxious. Could have been, again, a Gemini. They may have been, had overbearing tendencies, like controlling, jealous, and just like a bad temper. You knew them to have a bad temper. Yeah, like controlling. Might have gotten like jealous of your friends and stuff like that. And again, yeah, so this person, okay, this person is super like jealous and controlling. And now that the relationship is like, I don't think you guys are on speaking terms, or now that you guys are not seeing each other, they feel like super irrational. They don't know what to do. Like they're really like losing their mind over this. Ugh. But they play it off like everything's cool. Like cool as a cucumber, like nothing, but it couldn't be further from the truth. Like they could also be like a Leo, so a lot of Leo energy. Gemini. How do they feel about you? They're getting over it though. They're getting over it. I feel like they're letting go of the conflict. And they're just like accepting their freedom. They are still hopeful that something will come of this. But for now, they're just letting it be. Yeah, they've accepted that it's ending. For they had high hopes, but they again they had a lot of feelings for you. They had high hopes for this, but they've just accepted that it's probably just not going to go anywhere, and they're moving on. They feel like they have like really bad luck in love, like, but it honestly, their bad luck could be more related to their tendencies to be overbearing and jealous. Yeah, and they're really sad over the loss of friendship. What are their future actions? What are their future actions and outcome? I think they're just gonna, they don't want to, but they're just going to try to find something new. They're moving on to something else. They may have already found someone new, and I don't see them putting a ton of action towards this. Yeah, they just lost hope in it. I think they sort of, they've lost hope, but they still hold hope. But I don't see them putting any action towards this. Oh yeah, that was Aries. Okay, now on to Taurus. Okay, so who is the person on Taurus's mind? Who is the person on Taurus's mind? Who is the person on Taurus's mind? King of Cups. So it could be a Pisces. Someone who had offered you love in the past, or someone that you had a loving relationship with. It's someone that you had a commitment with. At one point there was a lot of love there, and you guys were committed to growing. You guys may have had a family together, and you were building, but something along the way changed, and it's like maybe you guys didn't have the same goals in mind. And so that created a lot of conflict. But anyways, it may have been an Aries, Capricorn, Pisces. Yeah, it felt like a missed opportunity. What are their feelings for you? What are their feelings for Taurus? They don't trust you. But yeah, and they're moving on from this. They may want to speak and like clear the air, but they have other options. And yeah, they're choosing freedom over this. And they're taking control back of their life. There may have been a time where they felt really out of control when it came to your relationship. Yeah, again, it's just like their future actions and the outcome is just misfortune. Like, I see like misfortune in the family. And, you know, just disagreements and stuff like that. I don't see you guys getting along very much. What are their future actions towards Taurus? Yeah, I don't see them doing things your way. Uh, I feel like they. Why do I get they don't want to be a father? They don't want to be a father. They don't want the responsibility. They don't want that. What is the outcome between these two? What is the outcome? Yeah. It's not going to end well. Yeah, it's really not going to end well. I don't think you guys are going to find any resolution to the conflict that you've been going through. Yeah, it's just Ace of Swords reversed. What else? That's just not a good indication of, yeah. Yeah, there's just like a huge clash in values. You guys are on two different paths. And you guys are just going to keep going that way, unfortunately. Okay. Okay, so 1.19. Okay, now we are on to Gemini. Okay. Gemini. Okay. How will Gemini, or who is the person on Gemini's mind? Who is the person on Gemini's mind? Who is the person on Gemini's mind? the person on Gemini's mind? Okay, could be a Taurus Earth energy. Someone that you found was really like, might have wanted you for their money, or was all about their money, or very concerned about money, maybe greedy. They may have left the situation. Could be a Libra. They may have been self-employed again, so they may have been very like focused on their business, or just someone who has a lot of money. They are a business owner. What are their feelings for Gemini? They want commitment with you, though. They want commitment. But they are really, again, just super focused on their work. And they're being really cautious when it comes to offering you anything. Why is that? They sometimes may feel like you guys are not a good match. They feel like it would be a disaster, or it could be a disaster if they really got into this. Why do they feel that way? This person is really guarded. This person's like super guarded. And I feel like they have a hard time trusting their own judgment when it comes to love. They may be really good in business, but they might not be really good when it comes to relationships, is what I get. And they also, they need to like learn how to forgive and be more like apathetic. Oops. What are their future actions? I feel like there will be a new beginning between you guys. But it's just going to stop again. And I think it's due to this person's just either immaturity or just like their greenness when it comes to relationships. Like they're just like, I don't know if this person's like a dismissive avoidant. Yeah, this isn't going to go anywheres. I think it's just going to stay in kind of stagnation, and either you're going to decide that you're done, or that person's going to just move away. But yeah, don't let anyone breadcrumb you or waste your time. I feel like it's just in such stagnation. Like, find love for yourself and just get out of there. Because this isn't going anywhere. Okay? So, that's Gemini. Let's do Cancer. All right, Cancer. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a good summer so far. Who is the person on Cancer's mind? Who is the person on Cancer's mind? Who is the person on Cancer's mind? How will Cancer know who this is? What is the person on Cancer's mind? This person may have been like really spiritual or into the occult. Or may have just given off like a really mysterious vibe. That's maybe what attracted you to them. Why do I get like you may have felt like you had a lot in common with this person? I don't know, that was just like channeling. But like when it comes to like spirituality and stuff like that, and you may have thought that it was actually you may have felt that it was like a spiritual connection or like but it turned sour so quick. This person may have felt like either betrayed by you or they're blaming you for the way things went down. When really, in reality, they may have been the one that was overly jealous, like overbearing. They may have wanted like control over you. And so that's actually what brought the downfall, and it wasn't really your actions, it was more their insecurities. What are their feelings for you? They feel like you're cheating on them. They feel like you're like, this person is really insecure. They feel like you're doing something behind their back. Yeah. They could be a Leo. I get a lot of Leo energy, some Sagittarius energy. And yeah, they just feel like it's like a train wreck. I don't know if you are or not, like, but this person is certain that you were doing something. And they want to forgive you for everything you did to them, and they want a new beginning. So, holy shit, eh? So their future actions, like, I think the outcome is a disaster, but we'll get there later. Their future actions towards you. Yeah. So they might shower you good gifts. This person sounds like a fucking red flag. They might shower you with gifts. Try to give you gifts to gain control over you, or try to control you with money. Cancer. Yeah, and they feel they might like they want sexual interaction with you, and they want to let go of the betrayal. And maybe you did, like maybe you were in the wrong. But anyways, they want to let go, or maybe it was them doing this to you. I don't know. You take it as it is. This might be a cross Rogers read. But yeah, they want to let go of the loss. They want to forgive, and they want to move forward. What is the outcome? But I think this person has unrealistic expectations of the way things are going to go. I think they're painting a really pretty picture in their head that either you'll take them back or everything's going to just go back to normal. But let's see the outcome. So what is the outcome? Yeah, this person is really hopeful. You guys might get back together. I would, if you guys drank a lot while you were together, I would stay away from that. But I think there is going to be a period where things do get back on track with you guys. And for them just to like crumble again. I don't think this is worth your time. I think this is probably a disaster. This one sounds like not a good one. Even though they love you, they, but yeah. All right, well, thank you so much for dropping in, Cancer, and have a good night.